And so as far as the design, estimating, and possibly the value engineering VE aspect of it, how do you go about budgeting for a remodel from like a homeowner standpoint? So if I want to take my bathroom that was designed and built 1970s, 12 by 6, how should I put together a budget for myself and then getting contractor bids?
The first thing a person needs to ask themselves is, why am I doing this? Why are you redoing your bathroom? Do you have microbial growth and you need to rip things out and get it cleaned up and put back together? That's a health concern, right? Do you need to change the layout to make it more practical or ergonomic? Do you simply want to freshen up your design? Are you trying to stay with the times, trendy, whatever word you want to use? So you have to ask yourself why. And then you have to very seriously ask yourself, what can I afford? It's very rare that we encounter a customer that has already made every decision that needs to be made for a project, especially for bathroom remodels. For bathrooms and kitchens, more often than not, I run into someone who has an idea. They very rarely has someone even picked out colors or materials or whatever. When I talk to someone, sometimes they might have a couple samples scattered around and they're like, this is what I'm thinking. When I talk to that person, I can usually gauge what their budget might be by the time I get to meet them, because I see what part of town they're in, I see what house they're in, all of that good stuff. From there, I'm able to look at someone and say, look, you need a $4 per square foot floor tile budget. You go pick out whatever floor tile you want, you send it to me, and if it fits that budget, then great. If not, I can give you a little bit of direction.
And that's more to kind of keep the value of their home in line, right?
Yeah,
or better
per square foot floor tile is like really middle of the road, and tile is one of those things that your costs can vary so much based on the size of the tile, the material it's made out of, the design, all of that great stuff. But that's where someone needs to start, is when you come into a conversation with me, you need to have a broad perspective of the style of design that you would like, and you need to have a realistic budget. Because if you give me a number, I can tell you how we hit that number. If you look at me and you say, man, I got $15K to spend, I can give you a $15K bathroom, and no matter what, our delivery is always clean. It's always going to be a top-notch finish, whether you've got a $2 per square foot floor tile budget or a $10 per square foot floor tile budget. Rooster's execution is consistent. Now, if you show up and you say, I'm going for like a farmhouse or a
mid-century modern,
mid-century modern, or like a transitional kind of style, that kind of deal. If you come to me and you're like, I've got an old mid-century modern home right off 635 and I've got a budget of 21K, then by golly, we'll get you there. That's not hard for me to do. So if people have that, we can help them win really fast.